Hello, everybody. It's your girl Ashley, the amateur expert, coming to you live today for this episode of Talk Tuesday. Super excited to have you back with us. Also, want to say a special thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday. My birthday was on Saturday. I turned a lovely 34 and felt so much love and appreciation over the past week. And so I just would be remiss if I did not say thank you. And so if this is your first time tuning in, thank you, welcome. We are going to go on a journey. We're going to interview and have a lovely conversation with Nefertiti. We're going to talk to her about her career. We're going to talk to her about her career path and the pivots that she's made, as well as the tips and motivators that she used along the way. So I am super excited she is here with us so we can get started. Hello everyone in the comments. Excited to have you with us. Thank you, Tiara, for the pin. Love you for that. And let's get started. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna let her in. I think. What did I do? Did I do it wrong? Maybe. Review, go live.
Trying to fix it up.
Hello.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to fix it up. Make sure my service.
No.
Just trying to make sure the service is good.
No problem. Welcome everyone joining us.
Oh shoot.
If this is your first time with us, we're going to be talking to Nefertiti, our guest today, talking to her about her career path, her ideas of success, and the tips and motivators that she used along the way.
Back up a little bit.
So, okay, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
I am well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I
am super excited to be a part of your podcast finally. You know, we be encouraging each other in our group chat and finally to be a part of it. So that's good.
Wait, I can't see you. I can only see the like half of you.
So should I pull back some more or go closer?
Yes, go back farther.
Go back farther, okay. Because on my screen it looks like it seems like I'm showing. So is that good enough?
Nope, now I see her from your nose down.
Really?
Can you angle it up a little bit?
Maybe I did. So angle it up a little bit. Okay. Hold on, y'all. There's a little technical difficulty. Give me a moment. I'm playing.
We're doing good. I am braids and blazer. Yes, that was the vibe today. We got our affirmed armor shirt under, so you know, repping the set. Hi everyone who is joining. We're just getting ourselves situated here.
Yeah, before we get started. To make sure that I got this down pat. Let me find something. Give me 1 second.
No problem. Take your time. Where are you guys joining us from in the comments? I see Atlanta. I know for sure we've got LA.
I'm coming.
You good.
I left my tripod thing at my tripod at my boutique store. So right now,
Maryland in the building.
Is that better?
No. Yes, that is perfect. Iowa's in the building. We've got my roommate joining from our living room. Love that. Georgia in the building. And now we can get started. Okay, so tell us who you are. Tell us a little about you and what you are doing currently for work.
Okay, so my name is Nefertiti. I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I live out here in Georgia right now. I am a nurse, and I also own a boutique called U Collection Boutique, which originally started in my bedroom.
Love that.
And then I moved it to the website, and now I have my own store. So I'm super proud of myself.
I am proud of you as well. We love a multi-hyphenate on this show. Okay, so tell us, when you were a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up? And like, what was the motivating factor behind that?
You know what? It's gonna be real super funny. When I was younger, I was a straight up tomboy.
Uh-huh.
No lie. I really wanted to do the WNBA. But
I love that.
what happened was,
Uh-huh.
as I got older, I was pressured to going to college, because my family wanted me to be the first person to have a degree.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did go to college, I got my degree in criminal justice because eventually ended up wanting to do homicide, to be a homicide detective. I
And why
actually
did
made it
you,
towards,
what
I
was,
actually I made it to my bachelor. I got it up to my bachelor, and then once my bachelor was in the process, my grandmother got really sick,
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
and I ended up having to move back to Massachusetts to help my mom out with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm Haitian from the island. I mean, not from the islands, but my family obviously is from the
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean and stuff. So they already know how to take care of people. They don't need a nursing degree to know all that.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Mm-hmm.
just so happened that in the process of me taking care of my grandmother, the nurses that were assigned to my home, they seen how me and my mom were already taken care of, and they were like, "Why don't you just get paid to take care of your grandma? Why are you doing it for free?" And I never thought about it. So long story short, I ended up getting paid to take care of my grandmother, and I ended up taking care of her until she passed away, which was 6 or 7 years after. And
Wow.
then after that, I went to school to get the degree, and I got my degree in there as well. And now that's how I ended up being in the nursing degree,
I
nursing field.
I think that's so cool how um, things that we never even think about doing or thinking that we may have the ability to do um,
Oh yeah,
show up in ways, and you just step up to the plate and make it happen. So
because
tell me,
nursing definitely was not in my. I didn't even think I could be able to do nursing. To be honest with you, I didn't think my mind would have been prepped. But when you get into certain situations, including when it's dealing with family, you really have
hmm,
no choice but to step that up and
for
do what you need
sure.
to do.
For sure.
So.
So when you were thinking about criminal justice or even the WNBA, what did you think success was at that point, like when you were younger?
Honestly, at that point, I would say like my definition what success would have been like would possibly be just making sure I stick to my goals and finishing my goals as far as in accomplishing it. And that would have been more than successful for me.
Hmm.
Because a lot of people, they start stuff and then they don't tend to finish it.
Yeah,
Or they'll finish something, but then it won't be their passion and they don't continue it.
yeah,
So that basically would be my factor right there.
that's so good. And so you told us a little bit already about your journey from childhood to now how you are in now the nursing field. Can you tell us what led you to want to become an entrepreneur and sort of what was that process like for you?
Um, Well, originally, owning my boutique wasn't the main factor on what I originally thought of doing. Because in the beginning, after I took care of my grandmother and stuff, around that whole process, I was already doing like I would say back then when the webcams were popping
Hmm.
before IG and all that, I was doing
Yeah.
interviews on my webcams in my room called
Oh,
the
wow.
green room, and I used to have
Okay.
a lot of guests come by my house and be on my show. Then I ended up doing radio personality, and then I started not too long ago, I think like 2 years ago or last 2 years ago, I had this show called the We Are in VIP, and it just solely focused on a lot of celebrities.
Oh,
So I
wow.
originally wanted to stick with that, but because it wasn't my own, it
Hmm.
made me want to do something that was solely just for me. And a lot of the outfits that I wore, a lot of people were asking me, where I got this or bought that. So I figured, why go ahead and promote other people's clothing line when I could just promote my own? So
That's
I
so
started
dope.
coming up with things that I like to wear
Hmm.
and things that I felt like a lot of people would like to wear. And I
Hmm.
came up with U Collection. And that's where I ended up selling, my lingerie, shades, swimwear, and more than that, adult toys. So
Listen,
nice.
cover all the bases. I
We
love
cover
it.
all the basics.
All the bases. Okay, so tell me, what do you think success is today?
I feel like as far as in success for today is basically building a foundation making sure you have a lot of revenues and different income coming from different angles.
Hmm.
So that way you don't have to work a 9 to 5 job for the rest of your life or work for someone else. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of people tend to be comfortable in being in a circle. They don't like to step outside their circle because they feel like it will just be either too much or they'll get judged or it's just really not who they are. Now,
Yeah.
as far as in for me, I always told myself, I'm a nurse, yeah. They make good money, yes, but eventually my body is not going to be able to handle all that. So I need to
Mm.
find something that's going to be solid, something that's going to bring in a lot of revenue, a lot of income. So
Hmm.
in the future, when I have kids or, when I start really progressing in life, I won't have to worry about nothing else. I could just retire and just collect money, go to the stores and do what I need to do, and then just keep investing on other properties or other stuff to get more money. That's how I'd be thinking. But some
No,
people are
that's,
different. So that's what I feel like success is. Just
I
making
love
sure
that.
you have something solid, making sure you're
Hmm.
having a solid revenue for yourself.
Yeah, no, that's great. And so I wonder, along your journey, obviously you've made some pivots. What are some of the tips and motivators that you've used to keep you going along your path?
I honestly feel like consistency is a big factor in everybody's life, to be fair.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
I honestly, truly feel like in order for you to be consistent in something, you have to have a passion for it as well.
that's good.
A lot of people, they tend to get involved in things they feel like would be suitable for them because they
Hmm.
feel like it would bring money, not
Yep,
because they're passionate about it, it's just because of the money factor in it.
yep.
But if you're not consistent in putting in that work,
Hmm.
consistent in doing your research, consistent in learning your mistakes and progressing from those mistakes that you learn, consistent in actually like sitting down and coming up with a game plan and
Hmm.
accomplishing those game plans, then you're really not going to get that far. So I really truly feel like consistency is a big factor in it.
Yeah, that's so good. And it also feels like for me that it's tapping into what you said success was for you when you were younger, right?
Yeah.
Creating a goal and sticking to it until you get it done. So I love how you can see the thread from when we were younger to today.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
what is something that you've learned or you're still in the process of learning that you wish you would have learned sooner?
I talk about this all the time. Credit.
Ooh.
I really wish that back then in my school days they would have really preached about how important credit is, like your
Mm.
credit score is,
Hmm.
because there were and back then they taught about like um, health class and geometry, like all the basic stuff, but they never really taught you about how important your credit score is. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people they don't really know
Hmm.
that if you have a good credit score, it would you could be able to get anything that you freaking want.
Anything. Hmm.
Instead, they were told that, okay, well, if you take out credit cards, if you take out loans, and you could be able to, buy this or get that, not knowing that you got to pay those loans and pay those credit cards back and you end up in debt and all this other stuff. Like, oh, that's what I really feel like I should have been taught more in school. I'm now just finding out the hard way because of my school loans. And my school loans really affected a lot of like the stuff that I want to do as far as in getting a home, as far as in getting a car and
Mm.
all that. I actually had to pay a lot of loans back, realizing that sometimes even when I pay loans back, it's not really fully getting paid fully. It's getting, processed to credit bureau, credit union, or whatever.
Yeah.
So now I'm just realizing like, all right, I shouldn't have even took out loans. I should have just paid cash, or should have just went to what is it, junior college or whatever the heck it's called, somewhere
Yeah,
else so I can,
community
yeah,
college.
community
Yeah.
college. I should have just
Yeah.
did that. Should have just did that. So that I feel like should have been taught a long time ago. Girl, man. Mm-mm.
For sure. Learning
My
about
my
credit.
credit score is getting good now though. I look, it
Listen,
was bad before, but now it's good now after a while. But I really wish they would have preached that in school. They need to do that more often.
it's so important. And I think it goes two ways. I think that a lot of us, especially the people of color,
Hmm.
aren't taught about credit specifically, right? So then people don't get credit. I feel like there's two ends of the spectrum. I feel like you
Yep.
don't get credit and then you don't have anything established when it's time to go buy your house or get a vehicle or things
Yep.
of that nature. And then I feel like there's another end of the spectrum is where you take out
all the loans and you get all of the credit cards and you don't pay any of them
Any of them
back.
back. They
And
think
then
that's free money. No, baby.
right. And so
Mm-mm.
both ends of the spectrum are horrible. And so
Yep.
it's finding a way to figure out how to have a credit card, maybe just put, gas on it every month or every week and then pay it off. So you're building your credit, right? Because it's
Yep.
important in America to have established credit. In order to do that, you need to have a credit card or a loan. But yeah, that is something that financial
Man,
literacy
even
is so
like I was
important to
telling
teach.
people, even with the stimulus situation, and the government's probably gonna hate me for this real quick, even with the stimulus situation, you guys think it's free money. No, you guys are giving the government back the money that they pretty much gave you. It's not free. It's going right back into the system. So
Going right back.
everyone that's going crazy for this 1400 or whatever, to be fair, you guys should have already been saving money from the get-go. Shouldn't be
Yeah,
spending it on unnecessary stuff. Because then
it's
you would have
true.
had more money in your bank account. Okay.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Yeah, financial literacy is so important for all of us, but I think most importantly for people of color because it's not something that I think generationally that most of us are brought up with learning the proper ways um,
Yep.
to
So
save and to
true.
build credit and things of that nature. So I'm so happy that you brought that up. Um,
Yeah, the learning process for me. Oh my God.
Man, is there anything you want to share with us about making a pivot and or like being what's that? I think it's called like an entrepreneur when you're using your 9 to 5 to um, uh, help with your entrepreneurial endeavors.
Business,
Like,
yeah. So, I think I have an idea what you're talking about. So, a lot of people need to understand this. I feel like, regardless of the situation you're in, it doesn't matter what kind of job you have, it doesn't matter where you're starting from. I feel like, sorry, something just popped up. I feel like you should start from somewhere. Even if you work at McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, there needs to be a source of income, steady source of income that comes in regularly so you could be able to put towards whatever business or investments you're trying to get involved in. Because being an entrepreneur isn't like money comes from fucking, falls from the damn sky. Sorry for my
mhm,
cursing, but it's the truth. You
it's
have
true.
to find some way to have stability. You have to
Hmm.
find some way to bring in income to put towards other stuff,
Yeah.
whether it's for a business, whether it's for your music, whatever that it is.
Hmm.
Because the thing is, once you start investing in these things, you're going to eventually need to pull money. Sorry, you need to eventually pull money from somewhere.
Hmm.
And asking your parents for money isn't always optional. And getting loans and stuff is definitely, I truly feel like it shouldn't be optional either.
Hmm.
So if you need to start at Burger King, start at McDonald's or whatever job that you do have,
Hmm.
keep that job until you save enough money to invest towards your business. So that way, once your business is up and running and it's settled out and you're bringing in income in that business, eventually you could feel like you could quit your 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Or you could just be smart and just juggle both until you could add on to the businesses that you have so you don't have to work a 9 to 5 job no more. Just in case COVID hits again and the businesses aren't able to run like how they normally are supposed to run. You have to
Hmm.
have a game plan and a backup plan.
That's so
So,
good. So good. Thank you for sharing that. Um, Okay,
hey
so we
y'all.
are winding down. This has been so informational, and I am super excited that we have been able to talk with you because, like I said, I think it's important for us to see people who are working and also pursuing their entrepreneurial endeavors, but also
Mhm.
people who are like you said, you started off in your bedroom and now you went online and now you actually have a storefront.
Yeah, and it took a
Um,
while. It's not something that happened overnight. Like it took a while for me to get to that point. Like for those who think that things happen overnight, I'm telling you right now, everything is a slow process. Everything
mhm.
takes time. Don't rush it because I feel like when you rush stuff, you miss out on the most important things when it comes to really learning your business and learning how to operate it the correct way. A lot of people get lazy and they want to hire people to do the work for you, but I'm telling you, it's better that you learn your own business yourself because it's your business, it's your brand, it's your baby. You don't want someone else knowing your product better than you because eventually they ended up getting ideas from you and then opening their own stuff and then you're just let
Mm,
in the back burner. Do whatever that you can for yourself at first.
that when you get to a point that you could be able to expand your services or your business, then add other people on. But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to add that.
No, that's good. That's so good. Yeah, so we are winding down, and I want to give you an opportunity to share how people can support you. Where can they follow you? Where is the store? Like, give us the deets.
So my personal Instagram page is Nefertiti, the number 2, the letter U. My business page is the letter U collection __ boutique, U collection boutique. My store is located off of Auburn Avenue in, I guess it's downtown Atlanta, downtown Georgia. It actually isn't opened officially yet, but it will be officially open next month. As far as in online orders, you guys could still purchase stuff on my website, which is on my bio. The link is on my bio. You could DM me and you can meet me at my location. I could give you my products or the items on hand, but you're not going to let you step in because it ain't done yet. Okay.
Well, we'd love to see you keep posting about your progress. So that's super exciting. And so I'm super proud of you and can't wait to see, the finished product and we'll support you however we can. And so if you can, please, we are winding down to the last question. I am the amateur expert and I know a little bit about a lot. And I would love for you to share with me a random fact, a tidbit of information, or anything.
A random fact. Okay, so a random fact I would say is, I think I probably already mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure you already know this too. Just make sure that whatever you're passionate about is something that you truly can see yourself dealing with in the future. The thing you don't want to do is continue something and put in all your time and effort and your money investing in it to find out that it was all a waste of time. You don't want to waste half your years trying to figure that out and then wait till the last minute when it's really something that you're not satisfied with no more. So if you do end up wanting to do something, just make sure it's something that you're really passionate about and you can really make money off of. And that's the fact that I want to give.
I love it. Thank you again so much for being on the show. We're going to put all of your information in the show notes so people can support you. Okay. You guys, I hope you have a happy and blessed Tuesday. And
Thank you for having me.
Next week. My pleasure. And also, before you go, we just have to be still and take 5 seconds and smile at the camera. It's super awkward, but we need a cute still for the show. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Perfect. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
I feel like I was just doing the mannequin right now. All right.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
All right. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.